Hello and welcome to the first and probably only devlog of Nightwitch 588. So I'm going to be covering what has happened since we released the trailer, what needs to happen in the next week for the game to be complete and releasable, and generally what we have learned and done along the way. So first and foremost, Nightwitch was special in that we released the trailer before the game was complete. Normally what happens is we get the game to almost a complete state, then we make a trailer, then we make the Steam page and we release it as soon as possible. This time we did the opposite, we did the smart thing and put up a Steam page before anything else. Anyways, so yeah, since that was the case, we have had to add a lot of things, change a lot of things since then, and I'm going to be covering that first. So first and foremost, the lighting got fixed. It was too dark on the trailer build. The trailer build was actually extra lit compared to the in-dev builds, like in-house ones we had, but it was still way too dark. And I basically fixed the lighting so that it doesn't appear anymore like lit, it doesn't appear to be daytime, but everything's a lot more clear, and I did that by darkening the sky but increasing the lighting actually. Anyways, I added a menu and a music system. The main thing to note on these two are the music is amazing because I get to use Soviet folk songs because a lot of them are in the public domain, and that really gives an extra vibe to the game. I like that. I really love it, in fact. Anyways, I did the second and third bases. You might notice on the trailer we only show one base, and the bombers are shown taking off, but there's nothing behind them. And the reason the camera was pointed that way is because behind them was an empty stretch of dirt where the second base would be built. So it has been built now, and so has been base 3. I decided on an open mission progression system where basically you have to wipe out all 3 bases, but you don't have any specific order you must do them, and you just have to clear them out before they clear you out, of course. And these bases will be launching attacks on you with their own bombers and their own and repairing themselves with convoys. So yeah, the gameplay loop is going to be bomb a base, prevent it from getting repaired, and prevent your base from being bombed. And beside that, I rebalanced the bullets because base bombing was a bit too easy when the bullets couldn't hit you because they moved too slow through the air. And I released the demo. The demo gave me amazing feedback. So on the to-do list we have convoy damage. It's a technical thing. Basically the convoys don't take damage right now for some reason. It's an easy fix, I'll handle it. The more important parts are to do the mission progression, where I need to script my vision into the game, because currently I need, like, everything is working but they aren't working together. I need to get it so that the opponents actually have an AI that controls their behaviors, and the game, tracks where you are, how many bases you have destroyed, etc. Similarly to this, I need a save system. It's going to be quite hard doing it, but yeah, I need some way to save this because, I mean, it's not an easy thing to do. Let me be honest. There is so many things that are going on in the bases and on your plane that, honestly, saves are interestingly hard, but yeah. I need to get voice lines from my girlfriend who does the voices for Natalia, and she was the voice for Natalia in the trailer as well. Basically, I want the game to have some character, and having a gunner that speaks to you while Soviet Russia folk music plays is amazing. So yeah, I want to keep that gunner in. That's like going to be one of the most important parts of the game. Anyways, on the other end of the spectrum, as in the feedback that I need to implement now, is first of all the menu. My partner / artist Alex wants me to introduce a settings menu. I think it's going to be extra work and just confusion, and I currently have a bug that prevents me from having mouse control on the menu, which, I mean, is probably going to disqualify the settings thing happening, but I'll try. Anyways, and beside that, from the demo I got the feedback that people were basically unable to play the game because they didn't know how exactly. And that makes a lot of sense because, I mean, how many people have experience, with flight sims? Because the way the bombing works in Nightwitch is pretty realistic. You have to, like, fly over them as high as possible, turn off your engine, dive in, drop the bomb, and get out of the dive, then turn your engine back on. And if you don't do that, it's easy to get yourself shot down and or miss the bombs. So, and having 4 bombs in the demo didn't help that. So yeah, I need to add a way to figure out how the game works. I knew like the reloading would be hard, so I added like a talk line from Natalia that isn't voiced because, well, it was rushed. But yeah, I added a single line to cover that, but I didn't realize that people wouldn't know how to do dive bombing, and unlike a simple go back to base to get bombs, dive bombing is a more visual thing. So what I'm probably going to do about that is I'm going to add like a doctrine book that's like, you know, in universe, like a military briefing thing that teaches you how to do the thing. Because otherwise, I am sure a lot of people are just going to be like, oh, I can't play this, it's too difficult. And I don't want that to be the case, because after all, we are a business, and to make profit, you need to be slightly more accessible than just, hey, fuck you, here's a game. So yeah, and thank you for listening to my ramblings about Nightwish 588. I have to finish this game in a week, because the release date is in a week, and I have delayed it. It was supposed to be originally released today. So basically I've got 5 days to finish this. Please wish me luck.